Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another episode of Investing with you, Carlo. In today's video, there's not going to be a live trade. I'm going to be talking about my month of April, the trades that I did and how it went and what lessons I learned. So let me get straight to the results. The month of April for me was a loss. Took about a 15% loss. So took quite a few L's during this month. Many trades obviously went south, and it is what it is, you know. So what I'm going to talk about is what I learned, because I like to be analytical. I like to look back if something's not working, why didn't it work, what went wrong. And this is how you learn. This is how you improve yourself going forward. Every trader goes through this. And no trader is 100% profitable. So we all know that. And so you got to take that L, pinch of salt. So I've got 5 things written down on the screen, on my notepad. So let's get straight into it. The first thing that I learned looking back is mental fortitude. Learn to take an L and don't take it personal. Now this is still something that I'm learning. When I take a loss on a trade, there's still a little, bad feeling that comes with it. And that's my own personal belief. That's, the belief that I want to be right. So when I'm wrong, you get a little sting from that. So as I said, I took a 15% loss overall, and that was through several trades that went south. So every trade, I became less and less attached to the result. And of course, I want to make profit. But at the same time, it's very important to take that loss with a pinch of salt. You can't carry on trading, or I can't carry on trading being scared of taking a loss. So just got to be disciplined. So that's one very important thing that I'm learning, and I've made good progress on that. I'm not taking the L's personal. It's part of business. No business is 100% profitable. You take losses. Some months are good for business, and some are bad. It's the seasonalities to it. But let me actually skip straight to number 5, because it goes quite well with number 1, and that is to always stay in the game. Be cautious of position sizing. Keep it sensible. So the main thing at the end of the day, when it comes to taking losses, is to stay in the game. Don't let it get too big. Don't do revenge trading. Now, I did do it a few times. I'll be very, very, very honest with you. But the main thing is to stay in the game, because when the L's get too big and it blows your account, of course, that's when you're out of the game. You can't go further. But taking a loss and being disciplined with it, let's say you went for a trade, it didn't go your way. That's it. Close your trading console and do something else. So I've been relatively good with that this in the month of April. The loss could have definitely been a lot worse. It could have been better, because as I said, I did a few revenge trades, but I think it was at a good level. Still need to improve though. So that's number 5. We'll do that as number 2. Always stay in the game. Don't let the L's get too big. Again, moving forward, when I start to increase my position size, is going to be very important, because the bigger amounts of money you trade with, of course, the L's can be a lot bigger. So very, very important. Number 3, when something isn't working, learn to pivot and be very analytical of how you did. So this is a bit of a double-sided, because you want to stick to strategy for a long time before you pivot. But if something isn't working, of course, you got to move about. But in this month of April, I would say definitely some strategies I did not stick to properly. So I'm very analytical. Some of my strategies, for example, I would not stay in the trade long enough, and I would cut the loss short. Even though I had a stop loss, I would cut the loss before it even touched the stop loss. And what would happen is it would not even get to that price, and then it would reverse and go straight to my target. So that's one thing for sure that I need to improve on, and that's one thing I looked back on in terms of what wasn't working. So it was my own mistakes that were causing some of the losses, not necessarily strategy. So I'm very analytical with that. Number 4, be honest. So it's very important to be honest with yourself. Is it something that I'm doing wrong, or is it maybe the market? You know, maybe something was happening that was very odd in the market. But it's important to be very honest with you. Don't blame necessarily. I know I just said about the market and something might be wrong, but at the same time, don't blame the market. You know, you are in control of your trading results, in the sense that it's up to you to be very rigid with your rules, be strict, be disciplined. So you can't control what happens in the market, but you can be strict with your discipline. You know, set your stop losses at a certain level and don't move it because the price is going towards your stop loss, so you end up moving it. Be very disciplined. So I've got to be honest with myself, and like I said, you know, am I the one who's making the mistakes, or is it the strategy? So I can be honest and say it is me who is not sticking to the strategy properly. So that's very important. Be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't blame other people for your mistakes. Very important. And lastly, trading isn't learned in 1 or 2 months. It takes several months to years before you master it. So this is my 2nd month of trading, and it's very important that I don't expect to be a professional within a short space of time. I've had 1 month in the green and 1 month in the red. It takes a long time before you really get efficient at it, before the belief system switches to being a consistent winning trader, and that is the ultimate goal. With any skill, you're not going to learn how to be good at it in a short space of time. It takes months, years before you become proficient at it. So I guess have the bigger picture in mind. Every trade you make, just keep learning, get better and better, and that's what I'm doing in the last month. Yes, it was an L. Yes, it did not feel nice, but I can't expect to be amazing in 2 months. It's going to take much longer before I can consistently churn out profitable months. So that's the last thing, and I'll end the video with that. Hopefully you got some value from that. Of course, I am a beginner trader, but I'm documenting this journey. Hopefully you can follow me hopefully you can follow me on this journey to become a consistent trader, a consistent winning trader, and you can also join in that experience, learn some lessons yourself. Again, this is going to be good for me because basically I want to look back at my beginnings and then be able to share other people. I used to be this level, now look at me now. So essentially it's a recording to my future self, and everyone else can get some value from that as well. So that'll be the end of this video. Hopefully you got some value from that, and see you in the next video. Peace.